Chase, I'm sure you weren't happy at quarter time with just the 14 points and the 9 turnovers, but the way you played the rest of the game at both ends of the floor to really lock them down and to find your offensive groove, I think you would have been pretty happy by the end of the game.
Yeah, it was really not good start for us on a lot of levels, turning it over for sure, but the second chance opportunities and offensive rebounds really gave them life as well. A team like Tassie, that's what they do. They beat you on extra possessions and getting more shots than you. And again, they shot 18 more shots tonight than us on one more free throw, which is not a very easy ratio to overturn the way we did. But we did shoot 60% from the floor after an abysmal first quarter. So the guys really got out and ran in transition. When we were playing it, we forced them to shoot a lot of tough jumpers. We rebounded it, and we just looked to run at every opportunity, and led to a lot of easy baskets in transition.
You've talked a lot this season about how you can play your best as a team when you're able to force stops on the opposition and turn up the heat defensively, and then that allows you to push the pace and get out and run, and especially in that second and third quarter tonight, that's exactly what you were able to do.
Yeah, I think from the first quarter right up until about the last 3 or 4 minutes, we were just hard to handle in transition, looking to run ahead. Again, Tassie's a team that they want to force you over, force you to turn the ball over. They want to make you make mistakes and get up the floor, and naturally when you do that, you're going to leave space behind to go exploit, and we did that really well.
There's been a few times this season now where as a team, you just get in a groove where you just can't miss a shot. There was a point there, I think, in the second quarter, you went, 14 of 16 for the quarter. It must be a nice weapon to have when you've got a team that can catch fire, not just one guy, but I guess as a whole group.
Yeah, I thought our shot quality was really good in the second quarter, too. I mean, a lot of layups, a lot of easy baskets at the rim. You don't go 14 of 16 if you're just going to shoot jumpers. I don't care how good your team is. So credit to the guys for getting on the rim, for sharing it, and finding those easy looks.
Are you pleased the way you bounced back? Obviously, 2 losses last weekend wasn't ideal, but it was far from time to panic. But is it nice to bounce back like this tonight at the same time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't want to be sitting here after the loss right now, after we're losing the last 2. Again, it was a tough round for us. I think Perth played out of their skull, probably their best game all year. We weren't great defensively, and they just nick us at the end. Kind of the same thing in Tassie. Don't play great, miss a lot of layups, and lose on a bank 3. So as much as we were disappointed with the results and some of the way we played last week, we felt like there was a lot of positives to take as well. And just about getting back to business this round.
Brucey, how good is it being part of a team that can have a poor first quarter like you did, which obviously you don't want to have, but how nice is it knowing that as a group you have the ability to turn it around like that?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's not something we want to rely on, but it's great that we have so much depth and our leaders can be so unselfish. We've got Zave going 4 or 5, Derek 5 or 9. Like, those guys could easily go out there and find some more looks. They just let the ball move tonight, and that's what our team's all about. It's just moving it. We're going to find good shots, and we go 10, 11 deep. So just trusting everyone. It was really good.
As a playing group, how did you look back on last weekend? Obviously, 2 tough losses against 2 good teams, and I don't think you played too badly. It was just, you happened to lose. But as a playing group, how did you reflect back on those 2 games, and what was your focus coming into tonight?
Just like any game, we want to go and learn from it, whether it's a win or a loss. Obviously, we had a couple of losses to learn from, but probably just a couple of uncharacteristic halves from us last week, and we looked at that and just wanted to get back to the brand of basketball we like to play, and that's getting stops and running, and we're able to do that tonight.
Another big game now on Sunday. Obviously, I'm sure there'll be another big crowd there for you at home as well, and you face a Phoenix team in an interesting position, and you've had some fascinating games with them already this season. What are your thoughts on Sunday, Bruce?
Yeah, I mean, every team we play from here on out's interesting. That everyone's fighting for their life. We're trying to get home court. It'll be another great game. We're looking forward to getting home in front of our fans.
Chase, what are your thoughts on taking on the Phoenix now? And I guess circumstances mean that it's their last game of the season, so they'll be throwing everything at it.
Yeah, I mean, they're in pretty much, I don't want to say must-win territory, but I'm sure they feel like they want to give themselves every opportunity they have. So they're going to be fighting. Obviously, Brokoff's a big out, but they got good players over there, and we know we're going to have to be ready for the challenge, on a quick turnaround.
There was a lot of interesting, I guess, talk that we could hear through the microphones coming over the fence towards you, especially tonight, Chase. Is this a tougher place to come as a visiting team than anywhere else?
I mean, I enjoy it. Like, people chirp me, I have fun. Like, chirp back. I like that stuff. So I don't think it's more intimidating. I think it's loud. You know, again, the PA announcer, they got the noise of them turned up and they got the clappers going. But yeah, it's just a fun environment. We've had some great games here.
No, excellent. That's it from me. Thanks, guys.
Any others?
All right. Thank you, guys.